At early dawn, a Ukrainian unit fires one of the most powerful and deadly artillery systems in the world. The German Panzerhaubitze 2000, or PZH 2000. It holds 60 shells and can fire 10 rounds a minute that target Russian forces as far as 43 miles away. So powerful are these high-tech, high-value guns, Ukraine only has around 30, protecting them from the enemy is imperative. Even we weren't told by our military escort before our pickup the unit's location or just how close to the front line we'd be going. We're on our way right now to visit a mobile artillery unit that's positioned about 6 miles away from the Russians. Close enough to hear the sounds of the battle for Bakhmut in the distance. NATO trained these citizen soldiers on the state-of-the-art tracking system.
System have big mind.
That's Pravda. Last February, he was a Kyiv computer tech. Now, at 31 years old, he's this weapons commander.
How did you so quickly become the commander?
I'm going to Germany. I'm studying for the loader.
A loader of the shells. But he says his NATO trainers, seeing how quickly he caught on to the computer system, put him in charge of the 5-person unit
Looking the target.
and sent them back to support frontline fighters by taking out enemy artillery.
Why is this an important location?
We're not shooting from first line. We can shooting behind the front line.
We hit the enemy's artillery systems, which are located directly in the rear, Pravda says, and we also destroy various field command headquarters. We shoot at the coordinates where enemy artillery systems are located in order to fight down their fire by our fire, so that they stop shooting. On this morning, they prepare for battle, loading their PZH 2000 with fresh ignition caps, checking the shells, preparing the autoloader, and entering the current wind and other weather details.
Now that they've got their artillery prepared and calibrated, they're just waiting on orders on where to fire. And when they do, they're going to go through this area out into an open field, fire from there, and then return to this hidden position.
Sometimes they don't go far, especially now when getting stuck in the mud could be deadly, spotted by a Russian drone and destroyed.
How many targets can you hit before you need to move so that they don't hit you?
It depends on the enemy's artillery and air reconnaissance, says Pravda. You can get a response after 2 shells, or you can fire 15 shells and there will still be no response. This big gun is protected by what's known as hedgehog armor, small plastic rods that prove effective, as one Ukrainian unit found out, in defending the people inside from attacks from above. If Ukraine's foretold epic counteroffensive is to be successful, military analysts say, Ukraine must make the most of the PZH 2000 units like Pravda's to attack Russian artillery before it kills the first wave of Ukrainians breaching Russia's defenses. But that requires shells, lots of them.
Do you have enough ammunition, enough shells?
I don't say on that question because the Russians can take that information for propaganda.
But the answer, a state secret, could well determine the success of the counteroffensive and the ability of units like Pravda's to score more hits. Like the day they killed a Russian big gun, the 2S-19. It is similar to this one. It is a Russian-made self-propelled howitzer, he says. So to speak, we removed a competitor.
What do you think was your most successful day?
Pravda's surprising answer? Not a day they hit some high-value target, but one when they were targeted, chased by a Russian suicide drone that barely missed them. I think it was the best day of the war, Pravda says. Let's put it this way, we've never been closer to death than we were then. Though even more dangerous days are ahead, untold nights sleeping in the trenches, waiting on the next target.
You don't count the time, how long you've been here. You just live and just shoot.
Jason Bellini, Scripps News, near Bakhmut, Ukraine.